Mi corazón.
Ve isabetleri buluyor. High kick'le bitirdi. High kick'le bitirdi. Karşılaşmayı da bitiriyor. Erivan Barut.
Now with the push kick. Nice little left right hand combination by Giraffe.
It is all over. Just like that. Wow.
He is pushing the pace on that break right after they have beat out.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job of listening to her core. Oh, that is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, a huge head kick. And Cristina Full Clip Diaz gets gets the knockout victory in round number 2.
The roar of the crowd, the echo of gloves cracking against skulls, and the silence that follows a perfectly timed knockout. This is what defines the electrifying world of women's MMA. In 24 minutes more greatest female knockouts compilation PT5, we return to the cage for another wild ride through some of the most devastating knockouts ever seen in female combat sports. Each second in this action-packed compilation showcases the heart, grit, and raw power of elite women fighters who step into the cage not just to win, but to dominate. These knockouts aren't just finishes, they're moments frozen in time, shared around the world, replayed millions of times, and forever embedded in MMA history. From the very first frame, this compilation ignites with violent energy. A young prospect entering her third pro fight faces a seasoned striker. The bell rings, and before the first minute is over, a lightning-fast left hook lands flush on the jaw. Her opponent's eyes roll back as she collapses to canvas. The referee dives in, waving it off. The crowd goes wild, and just like that, a star is born. Knockouts like these are what fans live for. Sudden, shocking, and absolutely beautiful in their execution. This compilation spans across multiple promotions: UFC, Bellator 1 Championship, Invicta FC, and regional shows that produce tomorrow's champions. The setting changes, but the outcome remains the same: devastating finishes by women who have mastered their craft. You'll witness spinning backfists that land with terrifying accuracy, head kicks that echo through the arena, and uppercuts that travel from the canvas to the chin like missiles. The precision in these moments is what separates a decent striker from a world-class knockout artist. Take, for example, the rising flyweight star who patiently waited for her moment. She baits her opponent into a striking exchange, feints the jab, and as the defender reaches, she spins with explosive force, landing a spinning back kick right into the ribs. The sound it makes, like a baseball bat slapping against leather, is followed by a delayed collapse. Her opponent gasps and drops. The medics rush in. The celebration is brief, respectful. This is the art of war. The knockouts in this collection don't come from chaos. They come from preparation. Countless hours in the gym, drilling combinations, working footwork, sharpening timing, all coming together in one perfect moment. These athletes don't just throw punches. They execute strategies, set traps, and wait for the smallest opening to end a fight with surgical precision. The best female knockout artists, fighters like Valentina Shevchenko, Amanda Nunes, Rose Namajunas, and John Whaley, are examples of this genius in motion. Their finishes are featured here not just as violence, but as technique executed flawlessly under pressure. There's something uniquely gripping about female MMA knockouts. Maybe it's the underestimation some fans have. Maybe it's the way they combine grace and grit, ferocity and finesse. A spinning heel kick from a strawweight lands with just as much violence as anything in the heavyweight division. And in many cases, these knockouts are even more shocking because of the speed and angles involved. The level of athleticism and commitment to finishing the fight is off the charts. In one unforgettable moment from this compilation, a relatively unknown bantamweight steps into the octagon against a veteran. She's calm. She's focused. 2 minutes in, they trade leg kicks. The veteran steps in with a cross, and just as her weight shifts forward, the underdog unleashes a devastating step-in elbow. Time slows down. The elbow crashes into the temple. Her opponent freezes, then falls forward like a statue tipping over. The arena goes silent and then erupts. It's moments like these that go viral, that turn fighters into legends overnight. This 24-minute highlight reel is more than just a collection of finishes. It's a tribute to the raw power of women in combat. You'll see knockouts that end fights instantly, like flash KOs where the lights go out before the body even hits the ground. You'll see prolonged battles where a perfectly timed punch in the third round changes everything. The range of finishes, from quick hits to grinding wars ending in a brutal stoppage, keeps you glued to the screen. Every moment counts. Every exchange could be the end. The adrenaline runs high as the compilation rolls on. There's a featherweight who throws a Superman punch off the cage, a striker who uses leg kicks to set up a question mark kick that lands perfectly on the jaw, and a brawler who eats 3 punches to deliver 1 uppercut that ends a fight. These knockouts are about timing, courage, and the willingness to risk everything for a clean win. In one sequence, the camera captures a fighter staring down her opponent as the round begins. She moves like a panther, calm but dangerous. Her hands are low. Her opponent charges forward, and BAM, a check left hook, catches her on the chin mid-rush. She crumbles instantly. It's a reminder that in MMA, it only takes 1 shot, 1 second, 1 mistake, and it's all over. You'll also see finishes by fighters who aren't household names. Yet, the next generation of knockout artists, women with heavy hands, killer instinct, and the mindset to end fights, not leave it to the judges. These rising stars showcase just how deep the talent pool in women's MMA has become. It's not just about title contenders anymore. Every division is filled with finishers who can end your night in a blink. While this is the 5th part in the series, it brings just as much energy and firepower as any before. The escalation is real. The knockouts are getting nastier. The fighters are getting smarter. And the entertainment value is off the charts. Each part of the series builds on the last. And this chapter proves once again that female fighters are not just here to compete. They're here to steal the show.
There's that left kick. Left snap kick. Snap let it right up the trunk. Man, I think she thought she was out of range. And again, when you have that...
Dobře sa volá, kombinuje, promiň. Hezký ranking,
Watch how Cloud was here sliding outside of that cross. He was doing a good job of that. I set that up before and she threw the uppercut cross. throwing strikes, trying to close that distance, and O'Brien backing her up.
She's not afraid to stand and fight.
No, and there it is! Out of nowhere! What a knockout in the class!
I didn't even see what she landed. What did she land? What did she land?
Something to the chin for sure.
Pela central única das favelas e reúne diversos lutadores. O Brasil, olha a sequência, entrou limpa no rosto da Caroline e já era, não teve jeito, colocou 2, 3 chutes e o terceiro levou a Caroline a mão.
Technical mastery, fearless aggression, and unshakable confidence. That's the DNA of every fighter featured in this video. There are no easy fights in MMA, and there are definitely no easy knockouts. Each one comes at a cost. You can feel the emotion behind each punch thrown, every knee delivered, every elbow slicing through guard. These are the moments that define careers and build legacies. A knockout in MMA is the ultimate exclamation point. It says, I was better tonight. I made no mistake. I ended it on my terms. And when it's done by a female fighter, it often carries an extra layer of significance. It's a statement of skill and power that defies outdated expectations. This compilation brings you 24 minutes of those statements, loud, clear, and unforgettable. You won't just be entertained, you'll be amazed. The setups, the speed, the accuracy, and the sheer violence of these finishes will stick with you long after the video ends. Whether it's a spinning back kick that lands flush, a flying knee that comes out of nowhere, or a counter right hook that shuts out the lights instantly, these are the moments fans live for. And just when you think you've seen it all, the next knockout resets your expectations. That's the magic of this series. It keeps evolving. The fighters get sharper. The finishes get more creative. The drama intensifies. Part 5 delivers another level of excitement, proving that women's MMA is one of the fastest growing, most entertaining, and most respected segments of combat sports. By the time the 24 minutes come to a close, you'll have witnessed dozens of knockouts that could headline any event, finishes that belong in the Hall of Fame, and moments that will be shared across social media for years. This is not just another compilation. It's a celebration of power, precision, and the pursuit of greatness. So sit back, turn up the volume, and get ready for a non-stop showcase of skill and savagery. These fighters didn't come to play. They came to end it.
Let's go!